Sampear covered the DA march, and he now joins us live here in studio. Aldrin, a very good afternoon to you. Look, the march, did it have the party's desired effect? In fact, what was that desired effect?
Well, I guess if you look at the numbers of people that came out, thousands and thousands of DA supporters as well as DA members coming out, asking Mmusi Maimane earlier on is that, are you happy with the turnout? And he said, just looking at the numbers, you can tell that this is a party that has the support, and these people are quite clear that, listen, we want jobs, we want certainty that this economy will be able to create jobs. Whether it will have the desired effect, it will only have the desired effect probably once you have the DA in power, because remember that the DA is opposed to some of the policies which the ANC-led government has implemented. So it's only when you have a DA that's in power that you'd probably have the desired effect, because marching alone doesn't mean much. And this march, which sets it apart from other sorts of marches, is there was no memorandum of demands handed over to any department. It was just DA members marching in the CBD and making sure that their plight is being heard.
Look, we know that Mmusi Maimane was, of course, at the forefront of this, but who else attended besides DA members?
Well, of course, we had the thousands and thousands of DA members who came, but also the mayoral candidates for the three metros that the DA is gunning for, which is the city of Tshwane. We have the mayoral candidate of the Nelson Mandela Bay municipality as well, who attended, as well as the mayoral candidate of the mayoral candidate of the city of Joburg, Herman Mashaba. And you remember that some of the controversial statements that he has made, and now it seems as though that he has backtracked on that earlier statement with regards to wanting BEE to be scrapped.
Now, Aldrin, any incidences of violence, and what happens from now?
Well, this was actually a smooth demonstration by the DA members who came out in their numbers, walking through the city of Johannesburg. And quite interestingly is that we were a few meters away, literally 2 blocks away from the headquarters of the ANC, Luthuli House, and there was absolutely no incident that took place. There was heightened security, both private security as well as police that were on standby. Earlier on, when I spoke to the provincial leader of the ANC, John Moody, he did say that they did do a security assessment, and they felt that it was safe enough to have all these thousands of members gather out in the CBD.
Look, did Mmusi address those that were in attendance, Aldrin, and what did he tell them? We know that the issue of economic racial transformation needs to happen.
Well, the issue right now, it seems as though, is how do we get to an economy that's able to build jobs, but not only build jobs, but make sure that you have an economy that has the capability of creating entrepreneurs who will flourish and inevitably create jobs as well. Well, one of the issues that the DA has been hammering on is one of the title deeds. Remember that when you get an RDP home from government, you don't immediately get the title deed.
Yes.
So what they are fighting for is that immediately when you give somebody the title deed, you actually give that person collateral. You actually give that person surety, so that person can move into business if they want to do that.
People are saying it's an electioneering campaign. Did you get that sense when you were out there?
Of course. Of course it's an electioneering campaign. But just for the mere fact, considering that you had these three mayoral candidates who were among those who spoke on the podium and who are quite certain that they are confident that they will take over these three municipalities. I was speaking to Herman Mashaba earlier on, and he was saying that, listen, when it comes to the city of Joburg and the city of Tshwane, they are hopeful that they will have an outright majority. Time will only tell whether that will happen. And then we have the Nelson Mandela Bay, and we might see a coalition take place there. That's only if the ANC loses its majority in that municipality.
All right. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Aldrin, thank you so much for your time here on News Today. That is Aldrin Sampear, reporter, and he was giving us an update of the DA's march earlier on.